Okay, today's video is to teach addition to first graders that like to learn by auditory methods, just by what they hear. So we're going to start by asking, what does adding mean? Adding means when you take something, or you take some things and you put it together with something else, and when you have them all together, that's called addition. And to show addition, we use the plus sign. Looks like a little cross. That's the symbol that we use in our math sentence to show that we're adding something. So when we add two things together, do we end up with more or less? We end up with more. That's right. We end up with more when we add things together. Now, if we were to take away, we would end up with less. Now, when we use the equal sign, that sign tells us how many we end up with after we add the two things together, or three things. So when we see that little symbol, looks like two little lines going sideways, right? We say equals, and that tells us how many we have all together after we add at the end. Now, when we see that equal sign, the numbers that we see on the left side and the numbers we see on the right side, they are supposed to be the same. Okay? So, let's go over addition again. What does that mean? That means that we're going to take some things together and add it together, put it together with some other things, and then when we count them all up, the number you get at the end is called the sum. That's the total number that we have at the end. Now, we're going to practice some adding with a fun video that is going to practice some easy math so we could practice our addition and learn some of our math facts. And this is a fun video from Jack Hartman. We'll play a little bit of it.
Jack Hartman! Kids Music Channel!
Let's learn our addition facts. Sing along and do the best you can. Have some fun and you'll learn them fast. Let's learn our addition facts. 0 plus 0 is 0.
Hey everyone, shout out the answers.
1 is 1. 0 plus 2 is 2. 0 plus 3 is 3. 0 plus 4 is 4. 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 6 is 6. 0 plus 7 is 7. 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 9 is 9. 0 plus 10 is 10. Let's learn our addition facts. Sing along and do the best you can. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 2 is 3.
Very good, class. That was fun. So we got to practice some of our math, some easy addition, and practicing our addition facts. The more we practice, the more we will learn.
Can I wave at the video?
The more we'll learn on our math video. Okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to practice some of what we learned, where we take one number and we add it to another number, and that equals the sum, the total, the big number that we're getting at. So what we're going to do is practice with the assessment. We're going to do a worksheet. Here's our worksheet we're going to do. It's got cool Mater there from the Cars movie. And we're going to do some math and practice our addition. So let's look at this first one. Can you read that one to me and tell me what it says?
1 plus 2.
And then, what's the answer to that one?
3.
That's right. 1 plus 2. And then how do you say the whole math sentence? 1 plus 2
equals 3.
Very good. And so we'll go on and continue with this little math practice to assess what we learned here today with Addition for auditory learners. Good job, class. Let's get working on our worksheet.